All right, so roundtable meetup. Kobe says that he learned to listen because she does a lot of talking, right? Hilarious. April says she grew into being a woman when they were together. And Madeline didn't like it. She's like, BIT, why are you putting all that on him? Like, he actually contributed to you growing to be a good woman. Like, girl, what kind of stuff is that? She told me something that's narcissistic for him to take ownership. And I'm like, but that's still your man. Okay. So Jake and Ray is very vague. They asked Ray about her experience or something like that, and she was like, "Oh, we're good together." And I was like, "So that's it." But I loved when they said she ain't saying that. She didn't open her mouth. She didn't say. I said yes. She didn't give them nothing, and they was just gonna ride off that. Like, girl, what? So she wasn't open with the answer. Is what he was meaning. Zay tells her that if she found love in Jake, then he won't hold her back, right? So Madeline and Randall, she feels heard and understood. Randall lying. Okay, so she feels heard and understood, but Randall lying, talking about she allows him to be heard and she listens as he speaks. And I said, but the girl just cussed you out in the kitchen not too long ago. So why are you up here lying? Why are you lying? You a little liar, Randall. Okay, Kobe calls out Randall saying he sees a future with her when he brought her there for that reason. Like, that sucks that y'all see a future with each other, but she not seeing one with me. That's a problem, okay? The old couples, it's time for them to get back together. Zay and Ray, she brings up the boner. He tells her he is human. She wants to know what they did physically. She goes straight to that. She goes straight to that. And that's what I don't like about Ray. I'm like, it's so much bigger than sex. It's so much bigger than a physical, girl. She goes straight to that. So she feels like she can only compete. To me, I feel like she only can compete with women on a sexual level and on a physical level because she can't compete on a mental one. What else? Ray is a clown, is what I put. Like, while you over there asking him about everything that he's done, tell him what it is that you have done. What have you done with Jake? Let's talk about it, okay? And then I think he ended up being that gold box. And so you was over there getting freaky deaky. So let's talk about you. Let's keep going. Shanique and Randall. Girl, she was over there talking to Randall. Randall looked scared as hell to tell her about everything that he was doing. I don't know if y'all remember or if y'all remember that in what episode was 6? But when they were sitting on the edge of the bed, he looked so scared. Like, don't ask me this. I hope she don't know that. Like, oh, girl, I don't know what to tell you. Like, yeah. He was doing something he had no being a child. Jake and April. He says that she has been texting other guys. I ain't like this that Jake did. Jake, as soon as Jake got into the house, he was like, we got some things we got to talk about. And he immediately started bringing up this SHI. And I just kind of felt like, even if there was truth to it or whatever, I think it was, I just felt like he's using this as an excuse because he wants to feel better about choosing Ray over her, because now that's where his interest is. So I was like, ugh. Anyway, so come to find out, Madeline snitched on her, talking about how she showed a picture of a dude in her phone and how they exchanged numbers or whatever. And then we end up catching, first of all, Madeline is a bitch, for sure. She's a hating for sure. But what we ended up finding out is that April was a liar, because April told Jake that she never exchanged no number. Then she goes and get in the confessional and says that she did give the guy her number. So which one is it? You're a liar. You're a liar, Miss Girl. What else? He says, I just didn't like that he was really upset about her taking a picture or exchanging a number or whatever the case was when you was over here getting real freaky deaky with a whole nother woman in the room. You was over here about fucking on this other girl, and the way y'all was over there kissing, you're not finna tell me that y'all wasn't over there fucking too. Miss me with that. I don't believe none of that. What else? But he also, and she gonna tell me at the reunion, the reason why you don't see any images of us on there is because it never happened. Girl, bye. You know where it probably happened? In the bathroom. In other places. Just outside of the view of the camera. You're not gonna sit up here and play me, girl. With your lying self. I don't believe her. Anyway, I don't want to read that. I already read it. Kobe and Madeline, they got a strong sexual chemistry. That's what I think. That's why she was happy to see him. What else? I thought Kobe was a sweet guy, but I guess not. She found out Kobe was texting another woman. She pressed now, and I'm like, don't be mad now, Madeline. Because when Randall tried to tell y'all, you didn't give a. But now you want to be pressed about it, right? Because I think she ended up going through his Apple Watch and she ended up finding text messages and stuff. So Colby, full of SHI2, because he knew he kissed her, and then gonna text Madeline about it, but the next day says that he don't really remember what happened. So that makes me feel like you was on bullshit when you sat up there and said that they had you go over here and kiss this girl. And you probably woke up the next day and said you didn't know what happened. So if you didn't know what happened, how would you remember that Zay sent you over there? See, you full of shit. You're full of it, Colby, with your cute self. I don't care what nobody say, Colby cute, period. Maybe not the right hairstyle. I understood him when he was complaining about the hairstyle, but Colby got it. All right, and y'all can't say that Colby ain't cute, because if Colby was on like if he was in a movie or something like that and they got him right with the little snip of the haircut or whatever, or just the fact that he was in the movies, girl, y'all would be all over Colby. Don't play. All the girls was over Colby at the reunion. Okay. Anyway, so Madeline gets upset and decides she finna go lock her damn self in the bathroom. I said, girl, go lock yourself up then. Lock up, because I ain't. Go lock yourself up, girl. So she does that, and he left, and he didn't return until midday the next day. I said, God, girl, let me tell one thing the men gonna do, girl. They're gonna leave and not return. All right, until the very next day. All right, so he finally arrives, because Ray ended up being in there talking to her. He tells her that he was wrong and he did it because of the experience, and he went out and wanted to make things real. Who do you think you talking to? I did it because I wanted to make it real for you, baby. If you don't sound like Future, dress it up and make it real for me. If you don't sound like Future, you ain't got to make a damn thing real for me. So you decided that you was going to go out there and cheat or do what you was going to do, and then sit up here and make it real for me so that I could see how I could feel to possibly lose you. You got me up, baby. No, sir. So I think Madeline is hurt because she didn't think Colby would turn on her. I think she always thought Colby was going to have her back. Colby was going to love on her. Colby was going to support her, all of that, right? I think she started to she started to treat Colby like he was disposable, is what I mean. And when she saw that another woman will come in and snatch her up, that's when things changed for her. Yeah, you thought you was the one out here playing games, and he got you. Let's move on. Okay, Jake and April being together, he seemed so disinterested in Miss Ma'am, so disinterested. I said, that man trying to get back to Ray. Hear me. All right, so Ray and Zay go meet with her mama and her friend. I just put in all caps, Zay need time to himself. I think he's a bit misunderstood, and it also causes him to misunderstand people when they try to, speak to him as well. So that boy just needs some time to his damn self. Ray says that she doesn't feel like she is heard because he talks too much. And I started to see that over time, that he does talk too much and always wants to be listened to and heard, right? But when he gives her the floor, as he has and done in the very beginning, to share her thoughts, she has nothing to say. Nothing to say. So now you want to say whenever you want to talk, you can't talk. Like, girl, shut up. I really put in all caps again. I think Ray is the problem just as much as he is the problem. And I think they made the right decision at the end that they shouldn't be together. Let me see. Done. Do you hear me? Stick a fork in her. Right, Jamie? Go take a bathroom break. Colby was attractive. I'm not even going to hold you on it. Colby and Madeline perfectly toxic for one another. That's why she didn't care about the kissing of the girls. They both be on their BS, but she's just a bit slicker and turns it on him more. Yes. Oh, I couldn't stand Madeline. Oh, girl. I have to disagree. Colby and Madeline give open relationships, but not like having other people, but allowing the other to do them in a I'm not going to stop your party, just don't get disrespectful way. Interesting. Okay. Got you. Okay. All right, let's keep going. April and Jake. Okay, so she went through his phone, baby. Everybody going through everybody's phone. What's going on? All right, went through his phone and found a video of Ray over there popping their cootie twat. Okay, over there on somewhere at the club. Okay, she decided she was gonna call him out. I think he ended up getting upset with her. Yeah, he ended up going off, getting upset with her, feeling like he can't trust her and all that other stuff. And I'm like, well, she just pretty much did the same thing that you did. So what you mad at, sir? You was just blowing your top. the other day because you didn't like how she was acting and showing a picture or whatever. Now you got a whole video in your phone, this girl popping her cootie twat. And let us be clear, there were more images that were there. It wasn't just that one. Okay. What else happened? Jake definitely effed Ray. That's what I said. He about texting Ray when old girl April got upset and she left because it was her birthday. That's the other thing. It was her birthday, and she saw that video and all of that. So when she left, he was over there texting on his phone, and I say he probably texting Ray, let her know like, yeah, April just went through my phone. She saw this and she saw that. I wouldn't be surprised. So then Madeline tells her friends about Colby, which I don't think she should have unless she was completely done with him. That's what I think. So she rushed to tell her friends like, hey, y'all, this NIGGA done sat up here and did this and he done did that, you know, talking to this girl, doing whatever. And I just felt like she shouldn't have told her friends. That's just me. Unless you're ready to fully leave him. Because now to me, you look like a fool. You've been sitting up here talking to your friends, the same friends that dogged and dragged your dude in front of somebody else. So they probably do that on a regular basis. And you only going to go back and be with him. I don't know. I guess they in a better place now because he's stuck with her now. But anyway, I did say this. Colby is manipulative, but Madeline is too. So I don't care what happens with them at all. Because they is both the manipulative. And I feel like Tia was the one that laid it all out pretty good for me.